dog in there playing with his little bone. Isn't he cute? Before I get to that bone, the dog will be gnawing on mine. A piece of bone. A leather. It shows when and how much the dog is to be fed every week. The dog seems to prefer the left half of the cage. Above this hatch, freedom must be endless. There are a lot of pieces of meat in the box. I'll take myself a piece. Not to be confused with Jensen. According to the top display, the temperature is 54 degrees Fahrenheit. The lower display shows a humidity of 28%. No visible effect. Locked. A vacuum cleaner hose. A metal pipe. I can't open the flap, it's stuck. Oh, brother, there must be harder things to do. Hopefully no one heard that. Otherwise, my problems are about to increase. I could get onto the roof that way, as long as I don't slash an artery on those broken bits of glass. I can't say schnitzel as fast as he can swallow a steak. I'll take myself a piece. Locked. So, he should be busy for a while. I should be careful about what I'm doing here with that beast of a dog in the other half of the cage, even if the dog is occupied. The animal is trying like crazy to get that meat in the glass. It may be more dangerous than a normal dog, but surely it's not more intelligent. If I stick the flat side in the flap and then lever it open. There is a vacuum cleaner bag in there. I'll take it out. I'll take myself a piece. visible effects. There's stuffy air coming out of that pipe. If the heater in the compartment is on, and I am assuming it is, the air should actually burn. Still, that should be noticed even by unwashed scientists. Phew, that was close. Okay, let's try this again. If anyone has information about any scientists on board, then it is this Sidorkin guy. In his function as the scientific leader, he must have hidden the information somewhere. I'd better not go out there unless I want. It looks neither attractive nor very valuable. A solid wooden plinth. A statue. Books about Sir Francis Drake, Blackbeard, Henry Morgan. I thought Comrade Lenin went out of fashion. A statue. Oh, I can turn the statue, but I can't pick it up. It seems to be anchored to the plinth. Open. I've looked at the documents once, and there's no more time to check again. Some kind of scientific report about Tunguska project. The piece of paper reads, "Place all documents in the safe each time you leave the room." The statue has clicked into position. Apparently, the right orientation of the statues triggered a secret mechanism. A solid wooden plinth. If I didn't know better, I would say he's grinning at me. I'll take the skull with me, but I won't walk carrying a complete human skeleton. Soundproofed walls, and then this chair. Are they torturing people in here? There are restraints for hands and feet mounted onto this chair. Has someone been kept prisoner here? There are restraints. A book about the notorious pirate Bale Schmidt, who initially... I can't see any handle or switch to open the flap with. It sounds like a mechanism has been triggered, but I cannot see any changes. The mechanism in the bookshelf has opened the flap, but there is nothing in there. Strange. Very, very strange. Pretty. Wow, that was close. I managed to survive an assassination attempt in my father's apartment and the guys from the Secret Service, only to be almost killed by a picture. Life can be strange, can't it? What sort of strange lock is that? If I understand this correctly, I should try turning all the lights off. Done. Hopefully the contents are worth the effort, and I eventually get to find out where Daddy is. Loads and loads of documents. This damn list of personnel has to be somewhere around. Ah, here. It is definitely divided up into scientists, military, and Secret Service. It lists more than 100 names in the train alone, and well over 1,000 in the research station. What exactly are they all doing? Whatever it is, I've got to find out if Daddy is on board the train. Well then, let's see. After some of the names, there is a cross. Are they all dead? I can only hope that the marks have another meaning. Daddy's not on the list, though. Not on the train, and not at the research station either. Does that calm me down or worry me? At least they haven't dragged him off to Russia, but therefore my only good lead has cooled right down. I'll have to look at the other documents. Who knows? It might help a little further. Here is a file with the title Tunguska Project. I ought to have a look at that. A whole load of formulae and loads of scientific stuff. I'll be old before I understand that. What? What's that? There is something written here about a Kalenkov report. It really does seem to be from Daddy. He proved in 1976 that the object found in the Tunguska region is of alien origin. On the strength of this report, the government gave the green light to the extension of the research station to carry out experiments on the fragment without any public interference. These experiments led to the discovery that it was possible to influence the behavior of animals when certain radiation fields are modified by the fragment. After that, the Tunguska Project was called into life to improve the technology. Then there are pages and pages of test results. They must have done thousands of experiments on animals. Only, what is the goal? What are they promising themselves? Does it have any military use?
Oh, hello, Oleg. I hope you have good news. What? And Nina? Is she okay? Damn it, how could that have happened? I thought you were gonna keep an eye on her. No, I don't want to calm down. I made that mistake once already, and the result... Yeah, okay. Where exactly? Okay, I'm on my way.
So, if Sergei's information is correct, then this would have to be the military hospital where they brought Nina.
I hope Nina is all right. How could a complete train derail?
They think it was an attack. But for now, we should not care about that. You have to get Nina out of there.
Who, me?
Yes. Alone, you have a better chance of not being discovered. It was a miracle that we got this far without problems. I mean, I gave the research station an extra wide berth. But this close to it, I almost counted on being caught by the military.
Okay. And so now, how do I get in there?
Start thinking.
Great. But thanks a lot anyway for the lift here. Without you, I would never have found it.
No problem. It was a pleasure. You were pretty worried about Nina, aren't you?
Yes, hopefully nothing has happened to her.
You really like her, don't you?
Yes. Nothing that wonderful has ever happened to me before.
Hey, wake up, boy. You can dream after you get Nina out of there.
Yes, you're right.
So, let's move. We don't have a lot of time. I'll wait here in case you need help somehow. Oh, don't forget, Nina has been traveling under the name of Pacula, and probably has been admitted under that name. And now, good luck.
Thanks. I will probably need it too. A shopping bag made of cloth. I don't like him much, but nevertheless he is helping us. And what if something happens?
Nothing is going to happen. I am going to wait here, and if the alarm sounds, Plan B will go into effect.
And what is Plan B?
I am going to think about that at the appropriate time. And now, make sure you get in there.
There are small red berries hanging on that bush. My doctor always said I should eat more fruit. Well, maybe picking more fruit is a good start. Now I've got a carrier bag full of holes and horrible red stain. It really seems to be an ambulance. The writing on it is in Russian. I can't read it, but there's a phone number next to it. 03112. It's locked. It must be electric because it doesn't have a keyhole. It seems pretty spooky, more like a haunted castle. I should get Nina out of there as quick as I can. An intercom system. I always thought that such deserted regions didn't have electricity.
Yeah?
What do I say now? Hello, I'm taking a vacation in the area and just happened to come by here. It looks wonderful. Is it very old, Shirley? Can I have a bit of a closer look at the house, please?
What?
I'm a great fan of buildings and architecture, out of the Tsar period.
Otherwise, everything's still okay, right? This is a hospital, not a museum.
That doesn't matter. I only want to have a look at it. I won't need very long. There aren't very many interesting buildings around here for a tourist.
It's not my fault you wanted to spend your vacation in the sticks. In any case, you can't come in here unless you're a doctor or about to die. Now leave me alone. I want to finish watching the soccer game.
He switched off the intercom. All that stuff about the architecture tourist does not belong among my best ideas. I'll have to remember for the next time I'm in such a situation that art does not bring me very far. Here, tie this around the hand with the missing fingers. Maybe we can fool the medic into thinking you've only just lost them, if he doesn't look too closely. I hope my plan works. Hello. My friend is badly hurt. I think he's lost a couple of fingers. Yes, I'm standing here at the bus stop in front of the hospital. Please, send someone out quickly. I think he's bleeding to death. Yes, but please, hurry. I now only hope that Oleg's acting qualities are sufficient enough to convince the ambulance driver of his story. Well, now I'm in the courtyard. Now I just have to find Nina. Her cell phone is off. I just tried it a moment ago. It doesn't look like a typical ambulance, more like a military vehicle. But what is it doing this far away from civilization? Don't believe that just walking in is a good idea. Hardly the newest model, but it fulfills its purpose. It seems to be a sewage pipe. It runs into the top floor. The lamp illuminates the cellar entrance. Something is casting these shadows. Something very, very close. There's a key in the lamp. It's a strange hiding place, but better than putting it under the doormat. Empty syringes, soiled bandages, and a finger. I wonder if Oleg would... No, I'd better not. I'd rather not think about whose guts have been removed with these. It should work with that. It fits. And into the lion's den. Hopefully no one's in the cellar. A dictation machine. Maybe there's a recording of Nina on it.
Patient 1835, severe psychological and neural problems, currently in a coma. During the observation period, the patient exhibited symptoms such as optical and acoustic hallucinations, reflexive muscle contractions, and incontinence. Patient also exhibited psychogenic reactions, temporary amnesia, partial facial paralysis, and spots in front of the eyes. Damage to the temporal lobe caused by external influences, fracture of the right wrist, various contusions, and hematomas in the area of the head and arms. Apart from some of the external injuries, the patient exhibits similar symptoms as the other patients. The report must be completed as soon as possible and faxed to Moscow.
Damn, the batteries are running right down. That sounds terrible. What does "as with the other patients" mean? Does it mean that these behavioral and consciousness problems appear on a lot of people? If yes, why? What is the cause? I'll have to tell Nina about that, because something here is not right. I don't know what it is, but I definitely don't like it. Not at all. There's a whole load of medicines and chemical stuff in it. The labels on these bottles are all printed with chemical formulas. As long as I don't know what is in there, I'll leave them where they are. It's probably broken, and that's why it's just sitting here. Quite honestly, I find the things ridiculous. There are medical records in here, all sorted alphabetically. Maybe I can find out what they did to Nina. K, Koch, Kyo, Cam. No records on Nina. Wait, Oleg said she was traveling under a false name, something with P. Perkova. So let's have a look. P. Pow. Perez. Perez Manuel. Wasn't he the one who went on the Tunguska expedition with Nina's father? And he was here too? That's very interesting. I should have a look at that. If my rudimentary medical knowledge isn't fooling me, there's something here about extreme behavioral and consciousness disturbances. Perez's behavior obviously showed such strange symptoms, unrecorded in any known illness. That was ages ago. In the meantime, research should have... It looks like they tried to find out about the illness by carrying out experiments on him. Through the cranium without an anesthetic. That's ghastly. Electroshocks, straitjacket, shock therapy. That reads like a torture report out of the Middle Ages. But the poor guy seems to have survived it. Then, a few weeks ago, he was sent back to his home country after an application from a certain Dr. Nicole Charlois to a small suburb of San Cristobal west of Havana. It looks like he obviously resisted so violently that they had to give him the double doses of phenylcyclidine piperidine. I believe that sedative has been forbidden for a while now. That's strange. Perez has been here for almost 30 years, and suddenly they're shipping him off to Cuba? And Nina's father disappears without a trace shortly thereafter. I would be astonished if there wasn't a connection. But what could it be? I wasn't able to find a file on Nina under the name Kolenkov or Perkova. Either she doesn't have one or it's stored somewhere else. If I'm not mistaken, one of these bottles contains that stuff Perez was sedated with in it. I still can't identify the rest. Phenylcyclidine piperidine, or PCP for short. That's the stuff they put poor old Perez out of action with. I don't really want to find out who or what is lying underneath it and where all these stains come from. Luckily, it can't be Nina. The person or thing is far too small. Ammonia. No idea what they use that for. Maybe as an alternative to smelling salts to bring someone back to consciousness? The bucket is full of blood. I think I'm gonna throw up. Conditions like these would cause hospitals to shut down completely. At least I hope so. My doctor always uses a thing like that to listen to my lungs rattle. A syringe. Looks like it hasn't been used yet, although the needle's been uncovered. I'll have to be careful not to touch the needle. A syringe. Still appears to be new and unused. I cannot find anything in particular on the skull, but the lungs. I can't imagine that the person is still alive. I can hear voices. As long as I don't know what to expect on the other side, I'm not touching this door. I can hear voices.
Can't do anything about that, but you're missing out. It's a really good game. I just wish the satellite dish wasn't so sensitive. I have to keep adjusting it. Hopefully, it won't be as windy as yesterday. I couldn't really see anything properly. No, you can forget that. Just be happy that the broad is in a deep sleep at least and not constantly on a rampage. Yep, and 3 more days up in that damp room, then our doctors have more work to do. No, you better stay up there. There's hardly anyone here, but in case someone should surface, there'll be another uproar about people leaving posts and so on. Not to worry. The head physician won't even notice that I'm more occupied with the TV during my shift than with making rounds. I'm keeping an eye on the entrance. If he doesn't come crawling through the basement, I'll notice him in time no matter what. Yep, will do. Till then. And don't go hunting rats again. The doc is still sour about the bullet holes.
A damp room somewhere on the upper floors. At least now I know where Nina is being held. But it's a little inconvenient that there are at least 2 guards there. I have got to get into contact with Nina somehow. Perhaps she's got an idea how to get rid of them. The guard is busy watching soccer on TV. Still, I better not go any further into the room, because if he turns around, I'm dead meat. The wedge seems to be keeping the door ajar. I'd better not go there. As soon as the guard notices me, I'll have some huge problems. A heavy safety door. It only seems to open from one side. Looks more like a hooligan than nursing staff. But maybe that was the basic qualification for the job. I'd better not go there. As soon as the guard notices... Oh, a soccer program. Even if I don't like soccer, there's nothing I wouldn't give to be sitting on my couch with Nina and... But it doesn't necessarily have to be soccer. I'd better not... I'd better...